I don't know much about Canada's history. When did the first European explorers come to Canada?
There were French and English explorers in the 15th and 16th centuries. A French explorer, Samuel de Champlain, built many towns on the east coast. He is known as the father of Quebec. But most Europeans didn't go to Canada to live. They went there because of the beaver.
Why the beaver?
In the 17th century, beaver hats were very fashionable in Europe. Hundreds of men went there to trade beads, iron pots and knives for beaver fur.
Fishing was very important too, wasn't it?
That's right. The English, French, Spanish and Portuguese all fished in the waters around Newfoundland. Gradually, some of those people started to settle on the land.
I bet that caused problems.
It did, especially between the French and the English. They fought each other for the land for hundreds of years. Thousands of native Canadians were killed in the battles. Canada was under French control for a while, but in 1759 the English conquered Quebec, and that victory gave them the whole of Canada.
I bet the people of Quebec weren't happy about that.
No, they weren't. They were very angry. It's still a sensitive issue for them. In 1867, Canada became self-governing, but maintained its links to the British Crown. So Queen Elizabeth II is the head of state in Canada.
I see. But Quebec is still a French-speaking state, isn't it?
That's right. And many people in Quebec don't want to be ruled by an English-speaking government. They want to be independent. Quebec had a referendum about becoming an independent country in 1995.
And what was the result?
Surprisingly, they voted to remain part of Canada.
Well, the French language in Toronto has little to no effect on me, but if I was to live in Quebec, I'd have to speak both languages.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Marie-Ève, j'ai 14 ans. Je vais vous parler de l'affaire du Canada.
One of the advantages to having a French-speaking region in Canada is that it's made us more multiculturally aware.
I like to visit Quebec because it's very beautiful, but I wouldn't want to live there because my French isn't very strong.
The French language is very important in my education because if I would like to work in the government or tourism, I will have to be able to speak French.